I always love talking to you, Gigi. I can't get past this call and the fact that the sister was trying to stand up for Lori initially, and what she must be going through. I mean, the emotion is so raw in that call from the sister, and Lori, she sounds to me almost like a robot.
Yeah, I mean, the differences in their demeanor was so palpable in that courtroom, and you would see the jurors look at Summer on the stand as this was being played, then look at Lori. But there was no emotion. It should have been almost the opposite, where Lori's frantic that they just found her kids, but she's just like kind of in the call with Colby. You don't know. You don't understand. It's almost like she's above. She knows more than they do. And you just hear that common theme in both these phone calls, that Lori definitely knows more than they do. And it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and you would just think, hearing her own sister cry and sob like that, maybe it would have broken through, but based on the sound of her voice, it really doesn't sound like it did. Something else I found fascinating today was the way police and the FBI were able to track Lori and Chad and Lori's brother as they moved around through the cell phone, really pinpointing almost their every movement. I mean, in a way, it doesn't seem like Lori and Chad were thinking about how to hide their tracks, because they didn't do a very good job of that based on this tracking that the FBI did.
Right, and it kind of defeats the purpose of burner phones if you're going to attach your iCloud or your Google account to it, because that's how they found the bodies. They found them through Alex's Google account, which was pinged on the property within meters of where both kids were found. So they weren't smart. Is it because they didn't think they would need to be protected? Did they really believe that the end of the world was coming? Or were they just really morons who just didn't think, maybe I shouldn't attach personal accounts to this burner phone? So you never know with this crew. They have no regard for life or anything. It was just all about them. And witness after witness with these calls, we see it with Lori. It's all about her. Me, I.
Just really disgusting. I mean, there's no other way to think about it. I want to ask you about them showing these autopsy photos. That's never easy in any trial for a jury, for people sitting there, for family members. In this trial, we've got Lori sitting right there. What was that like? Did the jury seem impacted? Did Lori seem impacted?
The jury was clearly disturbed by what they saw. We got through Tylee's portion today. We were starting to get into when they found JJ, and then we ended for the day. Now, what I did notice, Lori kept her head down the entire time. They were going through all of the remains with Tylee and how they, piece by piece, unearthed her remains. When they talked about JJ, she actually turned to that monitor on the defense table, but then we had the sidebar about scheduling and called it for the day. But she did not look up, had her head down, looked like she might have been doodling on her little legal pad, but no reaction out of her when those photos were being shown. But I do agree that today was the most emotional in that courtroom. I saw Lori cry the most when Summer was in there on the stand than I have this entire trial, and that's very bizarre to me, considering the fact that her two children were murdered and buried in a backyard.
Yeah, very emotional. I think we're about 3 weeks in. I was out there with you at the very, very beginning. Do you feel like the jury is still focused? I mean, there's got to be some fatigue at this point. Obviously, today, I'm sure, was gut-wrenching and they were able to stay engaged. But do you think they're getting tired at this point? I mean, we still got a long way to go.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any fatigue. I think this story is so intricate and convoluted, and if you really don't know this story, which I don't think these jurors do, is every day's a surprise. You think it can't get weirder, and it does. They're writing a lot of notes in their little legal pads. I was joking earlier, they're going to need replacement soon because they're writing so much. But this jury is engaged 100% with each and every witness, no matter how technical the testimony may be or how heartbreaking. Like today, they're all in. I think we got a good set of jurors on this case.
Yeah, it is heartbreaking. You're on it, Gigi, just like you always are. People don't realize, but whenever I sit next to you at the trial, I'm always poking you. Wait, what did they say, Gigi? Explain that to me. And you always answer all my questions. Gigi McKelvey, thank you so much. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Brian.
Okay, we have to take
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.